Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important.
He's having a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's James, played in with purpose. Spread it left. Now it's Luis Suarez. Kukçu. That's a lovely, neat pass. And here's Batistuta. James. James crosses. Oh, what a climb! Goal, Milan! There is the breakthrough. A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's not going far. And now a sudden chance to counter. Dink through, and this is Isco. Neymar. Barcelona could counter here. Barcelona finding their passes. Now there's a fine ball. That's going to go a long way. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Belletti. Well, that looks a decent ball. And he's making progress on the ball. Serves up across. Cannavaro gets it away. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Messi, and that's a dangerous ball. Shapes to shoot! And he hits the net! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the...
And the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. It is a corner. It's their second corner of the game. And he can clear it away. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Lampard.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
And it's Neymar. Luis Suarez does have his name on the score sheet, of course.
Been indicated.
Played out to the left flank. Neymar elects to cross. And the first half is done. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Suarez. Number 10,
The second half then,
Messi.
just getting going.
Number 7, Bukayo Saka. Coming on the field.
Looking for options for movement. Now it's Yamal.
Number 17.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Number 19, Yamal.
Mbappe. Marquinhos. And it's Rijkaard. Played for Lampard. And it's Isco. He's on it, can he get away? Milan can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Showing good feet. Rijkaard. Kukçu is always scanning the pitch for targets. And here's Lampard. Spread out to the left. Cross to the back post. Cleared away. Lewandowski out to the right.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Neymar. There's the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Neymar can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Coming on the field is number 14, Guti.
Pass somewhat off target. Marquinhos. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Batistuta. He's chosen to go back. Lovely, now then.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Picked out brilliantly. It's Lampard! Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Shot could be on. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, yes, it's there! And that has raised the roof! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Barcelona complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few minutes.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Looking for the run. Chance for a shot! Oh, taken with style! Two up! So that's it. It is all over. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Cameroon.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, if there's one player that stands out in this lineup, it has to be Frank Lampard, a leader, a conductor, and on so many occasions a match winner, Jim.
Yeah, he'll have a critical role to play here, Peter. He's so important. I think he's going to occupy a central position, starting as either a deep-line playmaker or central midfielder. But with such a good engine, you combine that with the creativity and the eye for goal, and I'm sure just about everything this team does will go through him.
He went for the curler. It's come to nothing.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Now it's Isco. And he's being shifted off it. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Kukçu. Great run on the overlap here.
That's good play from him.
Milan have reclaimed it. He's Mbappe! Good work on the right flank here. And that's a good ball. Van Basten! They've scored! And it's Cameroon who take the lead. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Kochu! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Milan really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Referee's given a throw. Now it's Lampard. Now it's Kochu. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Lampard. Can he get it through? I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Corner number 2 then. And he's taking no chances there. And it's Lampard. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Out for a throw. Cannavaro with the clearance. Rijkaard. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta, good, strong midfield running here.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Raul, great vision. And he was quick to react. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Milan really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Lampard. It's Lampard! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Lampard looking for the run. De Jong. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Mbappe. Another pass, just keeps it ticking over. Lampard! He scored! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that. He's having a shot! They would have been quick to recover this. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Looking for a runner. Kochu is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Alexander-Arnold.
Proves too strong. Threads one in. Rijkaard. And the counter is on. Played into space. Lampard. And it's Kukçu. Nicely shaped ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. Abiati breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Cameroon clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here. Chance for a shot! And he nearly went all the way.
Vinicius Junior just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Milan desperately searching for the winner here.
There will be
Lampard.
3 minutes at a time.
Batistuta. Cleared without complication. Incoming delivery. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. And we're done. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here.
Hello,
A clear
everybody,
night,
and
all
welcome
the
to
ingredients
today's
for a
match.
showcase game
Milan
that the passionate crowd
against
demands.
Barcelona.
I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16.
Can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
Mbappe certainly looked like he fancied himself to pull that off. A bit more composure and it would have been a different story, Peter.
Jimenez. And Caicedo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fernandez. Lampard producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Van Dijk. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Isco. Threads one in. Oh no, what has happened here? And that could well leave a mark. It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he thumps it clear. Mbappe. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Lampard. Batistuta. And the finish!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's had it taken off him. That's good play. Mbappe. Good, strong midfield running here. And the shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Half an hour played now. In towards the back. Climbs up big! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Now it's Lampard, and here's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Jimenez. Not getting too much time on the ball here, that is good pressing. And it's Kane. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Cannavaro. Rijkaard. Isco.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. And it's Rijkaard. card! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Reflections on the first half?
Milan clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And the action is back underway. James. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Isco. Pinches it off him. Mbappe. And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lampard. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Mbappe! And it's Kukçu. And here's Batistuta. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Isco. Oh, sweet feet. Milan are 2 up early in the second half. Ball is over the line. And that has left him in a heap. Another throw-in. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Quarter of an hour into the second half. No, he's not getting past him there. Isco. Isco ploughing through the middle. Chance! Yes! And they are cruising away. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, he's ended up in no man's land. Cannavaro. James. And it's Isco. Isco tries making a foray down the right. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Oh, that's neat. It's run loose here. Mbappe, looking for options for movement. He was under real pressure there. Now it's Mbappe. That's good running with the ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
That is lovely. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
I just think it was a cheap foul to give away.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Batistuta. Isco, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick.
There will be 1 minute added time.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And that is that. Well, that That was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome.
Isco
claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but Partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Not the most accurate pass. It's Isco! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Can he spark a counter here?
Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter, but his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and one-on-one duels with keepers, it became the norm.
Absolutely so, and I guess we're all expecting him to notch a goal or two here. That's really well manoeuvred. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Rijkaard. Neither side yet able to find the net. Rijkaard. Kokchu. That's good running with the ball. So what can they make of this? Isco. Lampard. Oh, he's burst through. Lampard! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Milan with the corner, they're first.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Lampard. Tries to pass it through. Approaching the half-hour mark. That is good alertness. Kokchu. Cannavaro. And it's Lampard. He's in space and looking for options. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Alvarez, and it's made its way to him, and he's managed to get free. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Nice-looking ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Nepal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Batistuta! Marvellous goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
It is a good finish, the odds were against. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Milan can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. A formality, we're level. Not much more than a formality.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Cannavaro. Played for Lampard. Alvarez. Nicely weighted ball. And that's a simple one for the keeper. James. Isco. Kukçu. Driving on and making good progress. Now, can they get him away?
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Great vision. Koundé cuts out the pass. Milan have it back and can go again. Into the last quarter of an hour. Lampard.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
It's Lampard! And that's a real chance missed.
Lampard fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And here's Batistuta. Now it's Lampard. Oh, just skips past his man. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Takes the shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Can he get on the end of this? It's a promising position. He's picked his way through. Kukçu is the... And that will be it. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Batistuta claiming the Man of the Match award. And
Hello,
there is
attendees.
very little
This
room
is
for
the
argument.
Lost Children's announcement.
Well,
With
after
the
all of
father
that,
a
Jim,
boy
what are
in
you
the
thinking?
green backpack,
Milan
kindly
certainly had
contact
some
a
good
nearby
moments,
member of
Peter.
staff.
There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides
Hello,
get ready to
everyone,
lock
and welcome
horns.
to Old
This is
Trafford.
football at its finest.
Against Milan.
The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. There's the whistle. Gabriel Batistuta, Jim. Pretty much the embodiment of the complete striker, wouldn't you say?
Devastating. A great goal scorer and a scorer of great goals too. Given the ball any...
It's roll! Iraq with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And he thumps it clear, and he's had a hit! And that's off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Quality ball. And here's Owen. Batistuta tries to play it through. Tries the cut back. Valverde. And here's Owen. Owen! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
James. Isco. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
First quarter of an hour gone. And it's James. Throw in. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. He's got away.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Valverde. Nicely aimed pass. That's an imaginative pass. That's the keeper's ball. Kukcu is always scanning the pitch for targets. Nice sequence of passes, this. Mbappe! Real chance! Goal! Milan! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now he's got space here. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's Batistuta. He's in plenty of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Iraq have their second corner now. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Owen. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Fellow attendees,
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Milan having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And we are back underway. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. And Owen! Owen! Sensational! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Iraq grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And the shot! He's delivered all right! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Lampard demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And this is Lampard. And he's running through. Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Defending of the desperate variety.
And
now a sudden chance to counter.
306.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Kukçu. Lampard stood up well to him there. Pinches it off him. He is through here. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Shot a goal! He has done it! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
And now he has two. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Could try cutting inside here. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's Kukçu. And here's Mbappe. Not the most accurate pass. Pedri. Lampard. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Decent chance! Yes! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Pedri. Kukçu.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Raul. Batistuta. Owen. Abiati claims comfortably. James. And that will be the final act. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I've always liked the look of this guy, Son, who's been on the European scene since his teens and has evolved into a player who's tactically indispensable. His pace and how good he is in positive transitions makes him perfect for a counter-attacking team.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Decent chance! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Lampard gathers from the goal kick. Son Heung-min. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. He's had a shot! Well, now it's... Oh, he's been caught napping! And he's quick to get it clear again. That pass isn't the best. Triol. That pass has been well intercepted. And he's worked it through. He's got away. Oh, well played. kept cool and dealt with it. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Platini going face-to-face with his great rival. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Can he get it through? Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's gone for goal! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold charging forward down that flank. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, well measured. Takes a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Barcelona have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Milan truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Rijkaard. Nicely weighted ball. Makaleli. And this is Cruyff. He has a look up. Shapes to shoot! They've scored! And they're at it again in double quick time. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Looking to play him in. Mbappe picks it up out wide. And it's Kukçu. And the half-time whistle goes. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So off we go once more.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how the...
Son Heung-min! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Isco. Milan looking to pass their way through. Ah, such a clever touch. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rijkaard gets in to thwart him. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Chance here to counter. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, cracking ball.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Luis Suarez. And that could set him on his way. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Abiati looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. And that's a poor pen.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Platini goes steaming forward. Alexander-Arnold deals with that comfortably. Isco, just a quarter of an hour to play. Lampard, it's Lampard! And that's a real chance missed.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Cannavaro, Isco. Oh, super find. That's been intercepted. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Batistuta, and the shot! Oh, taken with style! Saliba, and it's Makalele. Barcelona finding their passes. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Isco. Alexander-Arnold. The message is clear, none shall pass.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Kukçu. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that will be it. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things go...
It's in the game.